Planner people, I am here with you yet again to give you another Cricut DIY sticker tutorial. And today I'm going to be showing you how to make the YouTube task stickers that I have been using in my Plan With Me videos lately. They have been proving to be awesome, and I am here with you today to share my saucy secrets. And without further ado, let's get started. Okay, I have opened up a new Cricut Design Space mat. The first thing that I need to do to create these tasks is I need to find myself a rectangle, and I could, if I wanted to, just go into Insert Shapes and use the free square that they have here, but I do want the rounded edges just because I think they look nice. So no other purpose for that. So you could either use this square here, or you could do what I'm doing and you can go to Insert Images. And over here we're going to search for a rectangle. I'm going to scroll down and I am going to click on this one. For your information, this is Rounded Rectangle Label and it's by Phrases. And I have paid for a monthly subscription, so I am already subscribed to this shape. Again, if you didn't want to pay for a shape like this one, you could use the rectangle over in your Insert Shapes, or you could find a free rectangle by searching over here in the filter and hitting the free button. But I am not going to do that today. I'm going to just go ahead and highlight this and insert my shape. The first thing I want to do while this shape is highlighted, and you can tell that it's highlighted over here because it is in a gray sort of tone. If I was to unclick it, it would just be a white. But because I want to edit and manipulate this shape, I'm going to click it and hit the edit button, and I'm going to unlock the shape. Now that I have unlocked the shape, I can change the width and the height to anything I want. If it was locked, it would stay the same ratio as it was before, but I want to change it up a little bit. So I want my width to be 1.48 and my height to be 0.37. And the reason why I want these widths and heights in particular is because I want to be able to fit 5 of these tasks into one Erin Condren box. If you wanted 4, you could go ahead and take the height of the box, which is around 1.89, and divide it by however many tasks you would like to fit into that box. So if you would like 4 tasks to fit in that box, you would get a larger task box. Now that this shape is the size that I want, I'm going to go ahead and lock this image. Once the image is locked, I'm going to go ahead and zoom into it. Now that I'm zoomed onto my image, I'm going to go ahead and click my image again. I'm going to click Layers, and I am going to take my inside layer and I'm going to change it to white. And I'm going to take my outside layer and I'm going to change it to red. And you could change this outside layer to any color that you would like, but for this purpose I'm going to choose the red just because it's very easy to see. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this shape again. I'm going to now double click it or right click it and hit the ungroup button. Now instead of being attached together, they are 2 separate images. I'm now going to take my white image and I'm going to unlock it. I'm going to then drag the white image and I'm going to reshape it, and I think that looks about right. So this rectangle ended up being 1.04 width and 0.34 height. Because it is where I want it to be, I'm going to go ahead and lock the image up. I'm going to hit the layers button and I am going to actually click on the white image, hold down the Shift key and click on the red image. Now I'm going to go to Edit and I'm going to hit the flip horizontal button. Now my taskbar is facing the right direction. I'm going to go back to the layers and I am going to go ahead and I am going to highlight the whole project. I'm going to flatten it and then I am going to click on it again and I am going to unflatten that. And I don't know why it works like this, but after you have flattened it and unflattened it, it attaches much nicer than if I hadn't. Now that I have my taskbar facing the right direction and it is the right width and height, I'm going to go ahead and start creating my icons. Now the first thing that I think about when I am creating a YouTube video is the filming section. And what says filming any better than a movie clipboard? So I'm going to go into my insert images. I'm going to search for a movie and I'm going to go ahead and click this movie clipboard, and in the information corner it is the clipboard from movie night. Once that is highlighted green, I'm going to go ahead and insert the image. Now if you arrive to your screen and you're thinking, oh my goodness, where is my movie clipboard? It's because you're too far zoomed in. So zoom back out until you find your clipboard, drag it over to your project, and then zoom back in. The first thing I want to do with this movie clipboard is I want to simplify it because I just want a white silhouette. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that my image is highlighted, and as you can see it is right there. I'm going to get rid of this back and I am also going to get rid of this corner right here. I am now going to begin creating my silhouette. So I'm going to head over to this section of my board and make this white. I'm also going to make this section of my board white as well. The last little black piece over here, I'm going to change to the same color as my red background. Once I've done that, I'm going to drag my whole cursor over the image and flatten it. I am then going to resize my shape and drag it over to my taskbar. And I think that looks pretty good. Let's double check what size this is. So my width is 0.29 and my height is 0.32. I'm going to drag my cursor over the whole project and I am going to attach it all. And there we have our first completed YouTube taskbar. Now if I wanted to change the coloring of this taskbar, I can just go into here and switch the colors up to the desired color I want. So now this taskbar is in the pink rose. If I wanted to do it in the sour apple, I could go ahead and do the same thing. But again, for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to leave it that nice very berry color. Now if I was to just flatten this image, it wouldn't be as easy to change the coloring. So that's why I flattened it, I unflattened it, and I attached that. And again, I can't tell you why it works that way. I have been playing around with my Cricut design space for a while and this is the only way it seems to be happy. So I just do whatever it is happiest doing. So if you have any other suggestions or have further knowledge as to how to work design space, go ahead and leave a comment below. But I know that it can be a fickle program at times. So anywho, we're going to go ahead and after you have filmed a video, you want to edit it. And I edit my videos using iMovie. So while this is highlighted, I'm going to duplicate it so I get the exact size of bar that I need. I am going to detach this. I'm going to get rid of this oh so cute movie clipboard. I am now going to take the white rectangle and duplicate it. And I am going to unlock this shape and I am going to resize it until I get the desired box that I would like. And I think we'll go with that. I'm going to insert a star first as well as a circle. And again, if you can't see them on your workspace area, just zoom out and then drag them over to your desired workspace. And then zoom back in. Now, I like to create this icon first and then size it to fit this box. I am going to take this circle and I am going to just place it in the center of this star. I'm now going to change the star's color to red and the circle color to white. Now that I have the star with the circle in it, I'm going to create my little video camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this rectangle again, duplicate it, change the color to that very berry, and I am going to unlock the image. Once it's unlocked, I'm going to play around with its shape until I get kind of a boxy video camera. I'm going to insert another shape, triangle this time, go to edit, and I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees. And I'm also going to downsize this image. So I'm going to drag it in the corner and just keep on going. Then I'm going to change the color to red. So I have the main section of my camera. Now I want to create that little eye section over here. So with my rectangle, I'm going to duplicate that and I'm just going to size this down and drag it over here. Okay, now that that is in place, I'm going to click on that little eye section because it will be the hardest to grab if I don't do that now. I'm going to hold down the Shift key, click on my rectangle, and click on my triangle. While they're all highlighted, I'm going to click the weld sign. Now, this is a complete image of itself, and I can center it inside my circle, which I think it's pretty darn close. Now that this image is all put together, I'm just going to go ahead, highlight the whole thing, and attach it. Now I have one full image. Now I can go ahead and I can drag this image until it is big enough, or small enough rather, to fit in that little rectangle. Once that is all in the desired location, you can go ahead, highlight the whole taskbar, and attach it. Again, just like before, if you wanted to change the colors, you just click on the image and change it to your desired color. Now that I have my two tasks done, I am going to continue to duplicate the first, and I'm going to take this one in particular and detach the images from each other. Now that I have my film edit, I want to upload next. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just exit this image over here, and I'm actually going to take this image and detach it as well because I want to borrow this little white box. So very carefully, I'm going to click on it, and again, you can make sure that it is in fact highlighted over here, and I'm going to duplicate it. Once I have it duplicated, I can go back and attach this taskbar, and I can place this one right here. I'm going to go ahead and create a second one, and instead of leaving this one white, I'm actually going to make this one red. I am going to zoom you in yet again, and I am going to drag it just above the little white line. I'm actually going to drag it so it's a little bit smaller still. So it looks like this. And you're thinking, Sarah, you're just crazy. I'm going to duplicate this yet again, and I am going to unlock this image, and I am going to make it so it is a narrow rectangle, and I am going to drag it until it hides the upper portion of the white rectangle. Now I'm going to take that little rectangle, and I am going to hold down the Shift key, click the red rectangle, the large red rectangle. And I am going to again yield them together. Okay, now that I have this shape there, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to insert yet another shape. I'm actually going to insert two. I'm going to insert a triangle and I'm going to insert a square. I'm going to first take my triangle and move it so that it's smaller. It doesn't have to be that size yet, but smaller so that I can work with it. I'm going to move this box underneath and I'm going to change the colors to red. I'm going to take my mouse, click on the triangle, hold my shift key down, and click on my square. You can go ahead and align these if you would like so that they look good. Then while they're both still highlighted, you're going to yield them together. Now that these two are yielded together, I'm going to change the color back to white. I just had it red so I could see. I'm going to size the arrow to fit my sticker. I'm going to highlight the whole project and I'm going to attach them. Perfect. Now I have my upload, I have my edit, I have my film, and I have one left over. And with this task, some people just like the three. They like the film, the edit, and the upload. However, once I have uploaded a video, there's still a lot of things that I need to get done before you guys can see it. For instance, I need to create the thumbnail. I also need to write the description and just make sure all of the information is in there. So this fourth task is what I use to remind myself of that. And so with that, I'm going to take this last clipboard and I am going to detach it. I'm going to take the image and get rid of it. I'm going to take this, detach it. I'm going to steal that rectangle again and duplicate it. Oopsies. I keep on doing that. I'm going to put it over here and I'm going to reattach this taskbar so it does not go anywhere. I am then going to insert a shape triangle, rotate it 90 degrees. Then I am going to resize this and I'm going to move it. I think that I like it like that. I'm going to change the color and then I am going to attach. So there you have it. You have your 4 YouTube task icons. Now, if you wanted to print these out, I suggest you go ahead and give yourself a shape to work with. You can give yourself a square. Let's move this square to the back and you can go ahead and you can line your tasks up to the side, and just to make sure that they're extra straight, you can go to align to the left, take this out, highlight them, and distribute vertically. So there we go. I like to go ahead and attach them all together so that when I go to print them out, they don't print in all sorts of directions and colors. So I've duplicated it. Now that I am all done this, I'm going to go ahead and press the go button. I am going to make sure that the bleed is on and that the right size of paper is selected. It will naturally choose the 8.5 times 11 because it has to run through your printer. You can press go and then it will go ahead and prompt you through the rest. I'm going to take you to my printer and be back here in a second. I use Staples brand full label pages to print my stickers on. Make sure that your dial is set to the lowest setting and then press load. Press the Cricut cut button. Voila! Like always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video very helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down over here. And if you have any questions or concerns or comments, please list them down below like always. I love listening to, or actually not listening to, but reading your comments. And I try to make sure that I get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great day. Bye for now.